Hello everyone, I'm Swati and this is video lesson on the chapter decimal. This is revision video. So in this video we are going to revise the chapter decimals. Okay? So first we see that what we learned in this chapter. First we learned that what is decimal. Decimal are those fractions whose denominator are 10, 100, 1000, etc. Decimals are those fractions whose denominators are 10, 100, 1000, etc. As an example, 3 by 10, it means 0.3. 7 by 100, that is 0.07, etc. These are some examples of decimals. Now student, decimal having two parts. If here it is 39.085, this decimal having two parts, all the decimals having two parts. The first is the whole number part. The number which is written before the decimal is called whole number part, and the digits which are written after the decimal is called decimal parts. This is whole number part and this is decimal part. Now decimal place, the number of digit contained in the decimal part is called decimal place. The number of digit contained in the decimal part is called decimal place. In this example, there are 3 digits 1, 2, 3. So decimal place become 3. Okay. Then after we learn like decimal and unlike decimal. What is like decimal? Decimals having the same numbers of decimal place. Decimal having the same number of decimal places is called like decimal. Here we have some example 2.298, 3.063, 13.613. In these examples we see that the decimal place of the first one is 3, the decimal place of second one is also 3, and the decimal place of this number is also 3. It means decimal place of all the given examples are equal, so these are the like decimals. Next is unlike decimal. Student, what is unlike decimal? Decimals having different number of decimal places. Decimals having different number of decimal places is called unlike decimals. Here we have some example 1.63, 2.093, 256.5, etc. Here the decimal place is 2. Here the decimal place is 3, 1, 2, 3, and here the decimal place is 1. All the decimal number having different decimal place, so these are the examples of unlike decimals. After that we learn how we compare decimals. For comparing the decimal, what we have to do, we have to first change the unlike decimals into like decimals. Here we have one example. Arrange the following decimals in ascending order. We have to arrange these decimals in arranging order. Now here we see that these are unlike decimals. So first we have to change all the decimals into like decimals. So the maximum decimal place is 2. So this is 3.45. Now we change 8.7 into 2 decimal place. It becomes 8.70 and this becomes 7.80. Now this having 2 decimal place. Now we see that all decimal number having 2 decimal places. So these are the like decimals. Now we arrange these decimals in ascending order. So first the smaller one, that is 3.45. The next is 7.80. Then next is 8.70 and the next is 9.87. In this way we can arrange the decimal into ascending order. Next we learn conversion of decimal. How we convert a decimal into fraction. Okay. We have to express 8.125 as fraction in the simplest form. First we have to express 8.125 in fractional form, then we have to convert it into its simplest form. So student, we can write 8.125. This is 8.125 by, we write here 1. Now how many decimal place here? 1, 2, 3. So we write here 3 zeros and we remove this decimal. Now it becomes 8125 by 1000. So what we do? We find the HCF of 8125 and 1000. So what is the HCF of 8125 and 1000? The HCF of 8125 and 1000 is 125. So 8125 by 1000. Now we divide the numerator as well as the denominator by the HCF, and in this way we convert a fraction into its simplest form. By dividing 8125 by 125, we get here 65, and by dividing 1000 by 125, we get here 8. It means the simplest fractional form of 8.125 is 65 by 8. In this way, we can convert any decimal as a fraction into its simplest form. After that, we learn the different operations on decimal, that is addition operation, subtraction operation, multiplication as well as the division operation. Now we are going to solve some questions based on these operations. Okay. The first question is, Ajay travels 25.25 km by bus, 12.045 km by scooter and some distance on foot. How much distance does he walk if he travel 45 km in all? Okay. So first we write given, that what is given in this question? Distance covered by bus. How much distance Ajay travels by bus? 25.25 km. Next, distance covered by scooter. How much distance? This is 12.045, and the total distance is also given, that is 45 km. Now student, if this is the total distance, that is 45, this much distance is covered by bus, this much distance is covered by scooter. Now this distance, that is 25.25 km is given, this is 12.045 is given. Now what you have to find out? You have to find out this distance covered. Okay. So what we do? Let the distance covered by foot be x kilometer. Then this distance 25.25 plus this distance 12.045 plus this distance, that is x kilometer, is equal to the total distance, that is 45 kilometer. Now what we have to do? First we add these two distances. By adding 25.25 and 12.05, we get 37.295 plus x is equal to 45. Now what we have to do? We have to find the value of x. So x is equal to 45 minus 37.295. Now we have to subtract 45 minus 37.295. How we subtract? We write 45 as 45.000 because this decimal having 3 decimal place, and 37.295. Now you can subtract. By subtracting, what you get? This carry 1, it becomes 10, 10 minus 5, 5. Now this is 9, 9 minus 9, 0, 9 minus 2, 7. Now this becomes 4, so it carry 1, it becomes 14, 14 minus 7, 7. So the value of x is 7.705 kilometer. Hence, the distance covered by foot is equal to 7.705 kilometer. Okay. Now the next question is, a taxi charges 10.25 per kilometer for a distance covered. The taxi driver had to pay rupees 21 as toll charges. Find the total amount the customer will have to pay for a journey of 46.8 kilometer, that includes toll charges also. What is given, student? Charges per meter is equal to rupees 10.25. It means the cost of taxi for 1 meter is 10.25. Toll charge is given rupees 21 and the total distance travelled by the taxi is equal to 46.8 kilometer. So first we find charges for 46.8 kilometer. Student, if the charges for 1 kilometer is 10.25, now what is the charge for 46.8 kilometer? 10.25 charges for 1 kilometer multiplied with the distance covered by the taxi, that is 46.8. By multiplying 10.25 and 46.8, we get 479.70. Now what we have to do? We have to find the total charges. Now in total charges, toll charge is also included. So total charges is equal to charges for 46.8 kilometer plus toll charge. Charges for 46.8 kilometer is 479.70 plus the toll charge is 21. By adding what we get? We get 570 rupees. Okay. What is given? Charges for 1 meter is given, toll 1 kilometer. Charges for 1 kilometer is given 10.25, toll charge is given 21 and the total distance travelled by the taxi is 46.8 kilometer. So first we find the charges for 46.8 kilometer, that we get 479.70, and after that we find the total charges. The charges for 46.8 kilometer plus toll charge 479.70 plus 21, the total rate 0.70, 500 rupees 70 paise.